All right, hi everyone. Welcome to Bridge with Ben. We're going to switch things up and go back to match points, a BBO four-board instant tournament. I feel like with match points, it's a little bit easier to have some differentiation between the four boards. And let's dance. So this is a 17 count with a 5-card club suit. Little bit too strong for me to open up one no trump. And I'm going to so let's see what this is. Unusual. So they have both majors. I do have stoppers in both majors. So I don't really mind this. So I'm just going to bid 2 now. Double. So this is saying my partner's biddable spades. I would have to go to the 4 level in clubs. Partner has diamonds. I do feel like we're beating this based on the way partner's bidding. I'm going to pass this. All right. So East has shown 5-5 at least. There's 6-5. West has preferred to play in spades. So if this lead is a singleton, that means that West would have 3 hearts. If they also had 3 spades, would they bid 3 spades without having any honors? I can see the ace, king, queen, jack of spades. So I don't necessarily think that this lead is a singleton. I also can see the 2. And if my partner had a doubleton, they'd be leading high-low. So if this is not a doubleton, and it is not a singleton, because I think that with ace third in hearts and 3 spades, that they would prefer to play in hearts and they would have bid them, because they at least would have had the ace of hearts. Now, I don't know West has 3 spades, but I feel like West is going to have a singleton ace here because my partner would not underlead an ace. So I'm going to play low and hope that West has the singleton ace and they need to play it. All right, play the 9. So could this be a singleton? Certainly could be. I just won that with the queen. So let's see. I'm going to try to give my partner a suit preference signal here. I hope that they have the ace. Okay. Interesting. So this is not going to go well. All right, now they're going to play hearts. And get some pitches. Nothing I can do. And they'll take the rest. All right, let's look at this. So my partner did have a singleton. So I thought about this correctly. I think it's a little bit odd that they bid 3 spades instead of 3 hearts there. Ace 10-9 versus 9-5-3. Did I misread the 1 no trump? No, it's just 5-5. So I made a decision and saying actually they can make +2. We got it down. We got it only +1. Whatever. I feel like that's fine. I played it based on logic and what I thought was right, and it was different, and so is bridge. So we have a little bit of making up to do here. We are at 28%. Let's keep going. This is a 19 count, and I have no spots at all. My highest spots is 6. So I'm just going to open this a diamond and see what happens. So I am going to bid two no trump. I think the robots are going to take this as I have maximum of three. Whoops. Yeah, this says actually 2 to 4 spades. Okay, good. So I'm going to bid two no trump, and my partner should have 5 hearts for this bid, depending on the kind of system. I don't know what system they play. So it looks like we have a nice double fit here, and I can show my partner that I have 3 hearts by bidding 4 hearts, and I don't see any reason not to do that. I do feel like 4 spades might be a better contract. If they do have 5 hearts, I could use the hearts to pitch. So I am going to bid 4 spades. I want to try to take advantage of that 5 card heart suit. Okay. There are conventions that you can use to avoid this situation. But here we are in 4 spades. And if I look at it from my hand, I'm going to likely want to rough some diamonds in the dummy and hope that the ace of diamonds is onside, hope that the king of clubs is onside, and I don't have any heart losers. So I would love to test out the hearts to see if the 13th heart is good. The risk in that is I'm going to need to play 3 rounds of trumps, and assuming they break 3-2, I would only be able to rough 1 diamond in dummy. So if I draw all the trump, and let's say they're 3-2, then I can play on hearts. Hearts are likely not going to break. I therefore need to play diamonds, and if the ace of diamonds is offside, I'd lose 2 diamonds, and I could lose 1 other, assuming that the king of clubs finesse works. So I think that's my general plan. If the spades are 4-1, it's going to be a different story. But I'm also going to want to keep communication to dummy with the hearts. So that's my general game plan. I'm going to take 3 spades. I'm going to cross to dummy with the ace of hearts, and I'm going to try the diamond finesse, and that will let me know if I need to continue roughing diamonds in the dummy. So I'm going to play spade, and I'm going to play a diamond. Okay. Good news. So I can win this. So that jack is a little scary. So now I can I can for sure rough 1 diamond. So there are 3 diamonds left. If the person that has 2 of the diamonds only has or started with 2 spades, I'll be okay. If that person roughs in with the 10, would I be giving up anything here? The diamond finesse was already on side. So what do I know about the high card points here? So East rose with the ace of diamonds. They were silent throughout. I feel like if I risk myself letting them in with the 10 of spades, I might lose an extra trick. So I'm going to simply draw the last trump. Okay, queen of diamonds. So now there are only 2 diamonds left. So if I play this and everyone follows, I'll be good. And that's not the case. So I now need to I want to try the club finesse, but I don't need to try it now. Because if we do have a good diamond. Great. I didn't want to lose the club finesse. Okay, well, the diamond's good. That's their last diamond. Unless I miscounted. Okay. Well, the king of the king of clubs was onside. I was kind of hoping it was offside because that would have been an even better score. But that's an 82%, and I wouldn't have bid this way by North. I would have used another convention to find out if my partner had either 3-card heart support or 4-card spade support. But we found the right contract, and I imagine, well, everyone looks like they were in spades. So a lot of people reversed, actually jump shifted in spades. Your hand's not strong enough for that. Actually, technically it is, but I felt like I had no spots and it was a very flat hand, and I like to see a little bit more distribution if I'm going to open up a diamond and then game force jump shift into 2 spades. So a lot of people just bid spades immediately. Okay. So we're 55. We made up for the first board and pick up this hand. This is a balanced 12 count. About as boring as you can get. I'm going to open up a diamond. Partner's showing 4 spades, so I will comply. And that is ideal. So to review the auction, I know West has at least 5 hearts, and East made a limit raise in hearts. So interestingly enough, I have 5 of them in dummy. So the fact that they let a diamond means I'm pretty sure I know where the ace of hearts is. It's my left. I also find that interesting because someone is lying. Either East has 2 hearts or West has 4 hearts. And West might have done so with ace, queen, 9, 4th. If we go back and look at the bidding, West made an overcall 5 plus hearts, and you can see East had said they have good support in hearts with 3. So either someone miscounted the number of cards that they have, or someone is lying. So let's just get started. My general plan here is to, I think, work on, well, let's see how the diamonds shake out. They led the 2, okay. So I expect the ace here. And the ace. Okay, so they've shown up with 8 points, right? 8 points. All right. So it looks like they're doing a lot of the work for me. So I want to get over to dummy to finesse the queen, but it's a little bit risky here. I could play for 2 spade losers. I can play the ace, and maybe an honor will fall. I am worried about trumping a club, and I'm worried about playing a diamond. I mean, they let a diamond. Into my hand. Even if I were able to cross to dummy, and let's say I cross the dummy, I play the jack of spades, and it goes low, I play low, and they win the queen. I would have to get back to dummy in order for that to work. Or I could just hope for one of the other honors to be honor doubleton. So I feel like I have an easy path to making this contract. I could play a club and rough it even though it's a winner, or I can play the king of diamonds and then rough one of those. could be over roughed. I feel like I have to try this. Okay. Cover. Okay. Well, that worked. So now I can play the 9 and try this again, and I can claim. Okay, so it was necessary for me to try to do that and finesse the spades. I made an extra trick and got a 75%. So we're at 62%, and I am going to look at this hand. My partner overcalled 2 diamonds red. Left-hand opponent opened a spade. So that's about all the points that are left in the deck. I have 15. Let's put 12 with West. That's 27. And partner made a red 2-level overcall. They should have an opening hand for this. So I am very excited about my hearts here. This should be forcing, and I think the robots will play this as forcing. I am going to bid 4 hearts. I don't care. I could also bid 3 no. Do I think that's going to score better? 3 no trump. That would be risky. I'm just going to bid 4 hearts. Whatever. So it looks like 3 no trump would have done well, assuming that the queen of diamonds is with left. So we need to take as many tricks as we can here. And if they don't lead a spade, I'll be happy. And I'm not. Okay. Oh, disaster. Oh. I don't think I even need to risk this. I'm just gonna rough high, crossover, and play these. Okay. So I can claim 68%. Interesting. I think partner is a little bit light for that bid. We got 5th place with a 63. Okay. So I had an 81% game. Nice. These boards are always kind of random. If I go to the results here, I would not make that bid if I was north. It's white. I think it's fine. Red, I would like to see a 6 diamond or a little bit more in terms of points. 3 no trump actually doesn't really do well here because the king of diamonds is offside. So depending on what they would lead, I would be able to take a spade off the bat, but I would likely, after running my hearts, take a diamond finesse. It loses. But East has no spades to lead. Might be okay. Let's see what other people would do. I can't see the tables, but here we go. Everyone's in 4 hearts. Some people went down in 4 hearts. But it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next game. Please like and subscribe if you can. Thanks.